Welcome back to Madden 22. Today, we're heading to Arizona to play the 1-5 Cardinals. This is the 5th game all time. Houston won the last matchup. Last week we beat the Colts 28-25, and the Cardinals have just spiraled out of control at 1-5, and they're going to be without Kyler Murray today. Kyler is injured, so it's going to be Chris Streveler making a start for the Cardinals. Been starting the past couple games. There he is. And, well, this game hopefully got a lot easier for the Texans. We're looking to get to over 500 for the first time in Mills' career. Streveler is good at throwing it short. Yeah, good completion percentage, but everything else, more than 10 yards, it's not good. Not good at all. So, it's going to be a tough task for the Cardinals as Davis Mills has been on fire lately. Practicing with Cam Newton, the backup. There's Isaiah Simmons, a great linebacker. DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best receivers in the game. It's Texans Cardinals on Madden 22, Week 7. So there's Cliff Kingsbury in kind of a new territory. He usually starts out really hot and then cools off as the year goes on, but this is the worst record to start a year in his whole head coaching career. Cardinals with the tossing deferred. Here we go. Prater sends us away, and Andre Roberts from 2 yards deep is going to take it out. He had a great game against the Colts, but that was that punt return. This one only gets to the 20. Out comes Mills, who leads the NFL in passing yards and touchdowns. Of course, the 6 interceptions he needs to clean up. The Cardinals defense, they brought in J.J. Watt in free agency in real life, and then the Madden sim, they brought in Quentin Dunbar and Marvell Tell. The Texans will be without Danny Amendola today. He is out with a practice injury. Mills on the first place will throw, and out of bounds for Roberts. This Texans offense, 15th rushing, 2nd passing, top 10 scoring. Lindsey on the second play of the game will get tackled by Jones before it's 3rd down, where they are 20th in the NFL. They had a horrible game against the Colts last week. It's 3rd down and 6. They need the 30. And Mills steps up in the pocket, a lot of space to run, and he's got a first down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 9. This Cardinals defense has really underperformed. 26th rushing, 25th scoring. They were above average against the pass, and they're gonna be tested today. Mills floats it, and it's caught by Akins into Cardinals territory. A gain of 18 and a first down, and it's now 3rd down and 6. They need the 39-yard line. Mills will be alone in the backfield. Cardinals trying to get off the field. Texans trying to get another opening drive touchdown. Mills, quick pass. Incomplete, too far for David Johnson. And they're in no man's land, so they're going to go for it. Too far to kick. And here Mills on the run. Sets the speed. Fires across his body. It's caught. And it down to the 25-yard line is Roberts. And a first down. And that's another long yardage situation. 3rd down and 9. And Mills is going to run for it again. Mills with a lot of space inside the 5. A stiff arm reaching, and he's down at the 1. Almost a touchdown. We're in the red zone. Tied for 12th in the NFL on scoring touchdowns. Here we go, 1 yard away. Mills. Pressure immediately, and he's dropped back at the 13 by Kawan Short. 4th of the year. He had 0 in the last 2 years combined. 2nd down and goal. All the way back to the 13. They started at the 1. Johnson, the running back. Mills. Quick pass. Tight windows complete. And Cooks at the 2. It's 3rd and goal. 2 yards away from an opening drive score. Likely 4-down territory. Lindsey goes in motion to the left. No one follows him. Mills floats it. Touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd career receiving touchdown, and first since 2018. Texans strike first on the opening score, and nobody followed him out, so it's just an easy rainbow for Mills. And how about that start? A great drive for the Texans, driving all the way down the field. 14 plays, 79 yards, 6:34, more than half the clock. And out comes Chris Streveler. His 2nd straight start. You can see his numbers. 3 touchdowns a pick. This Cardinals offense, they signed Kyle Long in free agency in the sim. In real life, they picked up A.J. Green at receiver and James Conner at running back. The Texans defense at full strength after almost setting up a 18-point comeback. last week as Streveler on the move on the first play. Chased by Merciless. He's going to run and slides down with about 5. This Cardinals offense, 17th rushing, top 6 passing, but really bad at scoring. From the 30, Streveler. Pressure, throws wide open. It's caught, a stiff arm, and into Texans territory is A.J. Green for 23. A great throw. This Texans defense, 11th rushing, but dead last passing, bottom 5 scoring. Handoff, it's Edmonds, and there's the top 11 run defense. He goes nowhere. There's a Manihue. It's out 3rd down and 4. 45% of the time, that's 14th in the league. And the pistol 4 receivers out there. Streveler is going to run. Throws across his body. He's got Hopkins. One man misses another. Touchdown, Cardinals. 41 yards. His 3rd of the year. And this game's tied at 7. So there it is. Look at this. I mean, Streveler did a great job on this play. I mean, able to run then a perfect throw all the way across the field, and Hopkins does the rest. I mean, that's going to be a tough day if we can't contain Streveler. As Prater will kick the extra point. Texans took about 7 minutes off the clock. The Cardinals, 2.5. Well, the Texans get the ball back, and we'll see what they can do. And they get the lead back. 2 tight ends in there. A fake by Mills. Quick pass is caught in a tight window. Cooks for about 8. That was 10th pass of the day for Mills. He's 7 for 10. Second catch by Cooks. 2nd and 2. Full house backfield. Mills floats it, and wide open is Akins to midfield. And another first down. And it's now 3rd down and 5. Only a minute to go in the quarter. Mills floats it. It's caught! Oh, and a grab. It's Akins. Down to the 32, and we reach the second quarter where we have a 3rd down and 9. David Johnson will go in motion, so there's 4 receivers to the left of Mills. And he'll throw. And a lot of space on the right side of the field. He's going to take off, 1st down and more, into the red zone and down to the 13-yard line. Mills is almost at 50 yards rushing. Well, now it's 2nd down and 12. 2 tight ends in there. Mills fakes, floats. Oh, what a throw! Touchdown! Jordan Akins. They tried this last week, and this time it pays off. And you can see Buda Baker, he has to commit to the run just a little bit, and that's just enough space. A perfect throw by Mills just to Akins. And Fairburn pays it off. Almost missed, but 10 plays, 4:30 off the clock. So the Cardinals take back over. And they'll start with a handoff. Edmonds gets the block. Edmonds makes a move, and a 1st down across the 35, and a gain of 13. And it's now 3rd down and 4. Streveler hasn't missed a pass, by the way, yet. As he'll throw. He's got all kinds of time now. Runs away, somehow gets out of it, and he breaks a tackle. And he's still going up the sideline. And still going all the way down to the 36. I mean, there were about 3 points where I thought he was going to go down, and he just kept going. They're in scoring range now. From the 36, a handoff. Edmonds gets a block, breaks a tackle, and Edmonds has about 9. 2nd and 1. From the 27-yard line, Streveler alone in the backfield and he'll run for a lot of space. Streveler's at the 20 and makes a move at the 10 and down at the 6. Streveler's almost at 50 yards rushing. It's out 1st and goal in the red zone, tied with Houston at 12. In red zone scoring percentage, of course with less trips. 6:14 to play. Streveler another designed run and gets leveled at the 5. 2nd and goal. Connor in running back. Fullback to the right of Streveler. And the pistol. Connor gets the handoff, runs into his own man, and down at the 2. 3rd down and goal. Connor still in there. He gets the call. Connor is tackled by Blacklock. It's 4th down. And they're going to take a page out of Houston's book. They're going to go for it, be aggressive on 4th down. Pass up the points. Streveler will keep it. Streveler met and down at the 1. It's a stop for the Texans, and they take back over. What a stand. They went all the way to the 1. It didn't matter. Mills on a play fake. Throws awkward-looking pass, and it's caught to the 23 by Cooks. 4 incompletions for Mills so far. Got a great start to the game. As it's outside handoff, Lindsey trying to get the edge. He does that so well and has about 6 or 7. It's now 3rd down and 3. 2 tight ends in there. Mills throws too far for Akins. So the Cardinals will take back over at the 18, trying to tie this game once again. And Strevler will throw. On the outside, dangerous pass is caught. A.J. Green gets a block. Into Texans territory he goes, inside the 40 and down at the 37-yard line. Oh my goodness. What a play. 2nd down and 10 as we reach the 2-minute warning. What a quick game this is. Strevler. Here comes the rush, and down he goes. It's Desmond King. 2nd sack of the year. That's 2nd on the team, if you believe that. It's now 3rd down and 19. Texans are showing blitz. And they send it underneath. Nowhere to go, Edmonds. And it's a punt. And Ely will punt for the first time today. That's only the 2nd punt of the day. Of course, Texans punted the drive before. Not a good punt, only at the 27-yard line. 19 yards. And the Texans will take back over 134 to do some damage. See what they can do. Mills will go up top, as you can imagine, pressured by Watt. Going deep, going forward, and it is caught! Brandon Cooks, goodbye! Touchdown, Texans! 73 yards! His 2nd 70-yard touchdown of the year. And here it is, one-on-one coverage. Mills is going to test that all day. Cooks, you're signaled up. It's just a foot race. He'll win it every time. And it's now a 14-point game, and the Cardinals need to do something here. Cardinals get the football out of half. Strevler over the middle. It's caught. Hopkins gets leveled, but he's got a first down, a gain of 11. Strevler hasn't missed a pass yet, by the way. 6 for 6. Of course, they have been run heavy. Under a minute to play. 3rd and 10. Strevler steps up in the pocket, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, his 4th sack of the year, and his 4th straight year with 4 or more sacks. And now the Texans have 45 seconds to do more damage. As Mills fires across the middle. It's caught. Conley going backwards, and they're going to have to hurry. And with 22 seconds, Mills pressure, floats it, wide open is Lindsey, and he makes the catch at the sideline to the 36. And they're going to waste no time and kick it. Kaimi Fairburn, 3 for 3 this year, 2 attempts versus Indy. That was a season high. And here we go from 53 yards. I believe it would be a season-long. Kick is up, and it is good with ease. 24-7, and the Texans will go in with a 17-point lead. What a half of football for the Houston Texans. After the opening drive looked scary, Cardinals marched down the field like it was nothing. A stop on 4th down and nothing else since. And here's the top game tendency. They throw it short a quarter of the time, only completing half of the passes. So with that dominance, still a lot of room for improvement. For the Cardinals, they ran inside 37% of the time for 55 yards, 5.5 a carry. So that's more room for improvement for the Texans. Cardinals do get the football. That's why scoring at the end of the half was so important. And they couldn't. They're down 17. Halftime stats dominated by Houston. No turnovers, no penalties. You can see 2 for 5 on 3rd down. They converted their first, by the way. It's been tough sledding. They've been able to run the ball, but now when you're down by 17 with only 24 minutes to play, it gets a lot harder to run. As from the 25-yard line, Connor, the running back, he gets the call. Connor with a block, and he gets about 8. I'll actually give him 7. 2nd down and 3. From the 32-yard line, 3 receivers to the left. Mills passes, caught Hopkins, breaks the tackle, and he's got a first down at the 40. You know, this lead isn't safe because the Texans nearly blew a massive lead in the 4th quarter against the Colts. Strevler on 3rd down and 7 has all kinds of time. Sets and fires, hit as he's thrown incomplete. And a punt. As Andy Lee again. Roberts will let that go. It bounces at the 7. And gets down at the 5. Oh, great punt by Lee. We usually don't see that. Texans take over. It's a 3rd down and 7. And Mills will throw. Steps up in the pocket. And down he goes. Kawan short again. But this one isn't counted as a sack. He got a yard on it. And it's a 3-and-out. And now yet again the Cardinals have a chance to get some points going. And they start with a handoff. Connor with a big hole. Connor across midfield. And a couple broken tackles to go along with it to the 47. You know, it's weird a spot to be in because, you know, there's still a lot of time as Connor gets about 5. You can still run the ball. There's still a lot of time, but you have to have some sense of urgency. And Streveler on 3rd down. He's stopped by Kirksey. That might have taken him out of field goal range. Prater is 5 for 5 on the year. He has an attempt in 5 of his 6 games this year, and this one is missed. Wide to the right, and that did take him out of field goal range. And the Texans will start from around midfield. Chris Conley will go in motion across the field. And we'll start with a handoff to Johnson, bouncing off a couple, and Johnson has about 6 or 7. 2nd and 4. 2 tight ends in there. Mills off his back foot. It's complete. Conley reaches, and I believe he has a first down. He does. And it's now 3rd down and 4. That kind of is a rush for Conley, by the way. A pump by Mills on 3rd down. Floats it. Fearless. It's caught at the 20 by Roberts. Those new M factors. He can't be pressured. 3rd down and 9. A pump by Mills again. Pressure again. It's caught. Cooks inside the 5 and down at the 3. It's now 1st and goal. Lindsey, the running back. He gets the call. Lindsey trying to lower his shoulder. He has a receiving touchdown today. He won't get a rushing. 2nd and goal. Mark Ingram in there at running back. Goal line personnel. Ingram dives. Touchdown. Texans. His 2nd TD of the year, first since Jacksonville. Here it is. You can see just enough push by this Houston offensive line. They've been eating today. And Fairburn pays it off. Dead center. 10 plays, 5 minutes. Yet again, a long drive for the Texans as we've reached the 4th quarter. In the 24-point game. It's still 3 scores. They can come back from this. There goes Streveler on 2nd and 11. Breaks a tackle. There he goes. And slides down. He gets hit late at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 13. And from the 45. And Streveler to flow late, wide open. Christian Kirk hits at the 30. And he's down at the 29. Only 5 incompletions on the day for Streveler. He's played well today, you know, all things considered. 4 receivers in there in the pistol. Streveler. Time running out. And he's finally decked at the 29-yard line by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Spent his last year in Miami. 2nd and 10. It's from the 29-yard line. And here we go. Protected on the outside. Dangerous pass is caught. And 1st down at the 17. You know, Cardinals have not scored in the red zone yet today. Their only touchdown was from 41 yards. Streveler on 1st down. All right, so the middle, it's caught down to the 8, gain of 9 to Williams. 2nd and 1. 3 tight ends in there. We're under center for Streveler. It's a handoff. Connor takes inside the 5 and a 1st down and goal at 3. It was 1st and goal. We're under 8 minutes to play. This is becoming a long drive for Arizona. Streveler. And we'll think about running. Now he turns around. Now he's definitely going to run. And he's sacked at the 9. Finally by Malik Collins, his 2nd sack of the year. A loss of 6. And it's 2nd and goal. Pistol set with Connor behind Streveler. Under 7 to play. And he's protected. All kinds of time again. Fires. It's caught. Connor takes it back to the 5. The gain of 4. 3rd and goal. Texans showing blitz. We'll see if they send it. With just about 6 to play. They drop out. And pressure again. Streveler on the move. And he's finally brought down at the 10 by Roy Lopez. His first career sack. He was drafted in the 6th round. Now this game lies on a 4th and goal from the 10. To stay in the game. 5:34 to play. Blitz is sent. Pressure. End zone. Knocked away by Mitchell. Terrence Mitchell had an interception last week. knocks it away, and the Texans deny the Cardinals again. And this drive will start with a handoff. Johnson, who has a stiff arm and falls ahead for 8. So that's twice now on 4th and goal. The Texans deny the Cardinals. 3rd down and 1. High formation, Lindsey the back at the 4-minute mark of the game. And Lindsey falls forward. He got a first down, 9 carries, 12 yards. The rushing game has not been effective today. But when you have J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones on your defensive line, it's pretty hard to run, even if the sim stats don't show it. Lindsey gets a carry, probably his best carry of the game. He gets about 7. 2nd down and 3. First down will probably end it. I doubt they're calling timeouts. And Lindsey, big hole! And Lindsey makes it look like almost a half-decent stat line. And so it takes a 2-minute warning. That will take us to the end of the game. Texans win 31. I know, it was a very dominating game. It wasn't that interesting. I wasn't expecting Chris Trevler. I was expecting Kyler. And once I wish, it's the thing with practice injuries. I don't know if it was a practice injury. It might have just been a sim injury. But if it was a practice injury, that's kind of, I don't like that. Oh, man, I mean, I wish I saw Kyler this game. It would have been a lot closer. But, I don't really have a choice. So, we're just going to have to accept the dominating win. I want it to be more realistic, but it's hard when their quarterbacks leave. We do have a breakout next week. Malik Collins, a normal to start scenario, just needs a sack, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or interception. On upgrades, we got a lot. Desmond King, he's got his 2nd sack of the year. Chris Conley, deep threat. Vernon Hargraves, I guess he plays. And Roy Lopez getting his first sack. Davis Mills playing like a superstar, and DeMarcus Walker gets an upgrade for being on the injured list. Jordan Akins, he did get injured. We saw on the touchdown an abdominal tear. He's out for the next 3 games. So he'll return with DeMarcus Walker. And now on to games across the league. Let's get things started. Kansas City and Tennessee. Let's get things kicked off. Anthony Firkser with a 2-yard score. Titans lead 7-0. The Chiefs respond. A tap pass to Marcus Robinson on a receiving touchdown. The game is tied 7-all. But the Chiefs aren't done yet. You know how a Chiefs game are. They're just weird. And how about a fumble on the kickoff? And Michael Burton takes it in, a 15-yard recovery touchdown. Chiefs lead 14-7. But the Titans aren't done yet. They take it all the way down the field in the 3rd quarter. Derrick Henry with a rushing touchdown. Game is tied at 14. And the Titans aren't done yet. Ryan Tannehill on the outside. Julio Jones with a 10-yard catch. Titans lead 17-14. But in crunch time, Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Who else? 7-yard score. Chiefs lead 21-17. But this game isn't over. How about a buzzer beater by Ryan Tannehill? A.J. Brown with a game-winning touchdown. Titans win 24-21. And let's go on to Indianapolis and San Francisco. Let's get things kicked off. Jonathan Taylor with a 12-yard rush. Colts lead 3-0. A team that's struggled to score touchdowns, but they have not given up touchdowns. Trey Lance gets the start in San Francisco. How about this throw on 3rd and 7? Brandon Ayuk. The spin out of bounds for 20. Team is tied at 3. They traded field goals, and Jonathan Taylor gets in the end zone. A 4-yard score. Colts lead 10-3. Well, they started with trading field goals. How about trading touchdowns? Wide open behind the defense is Steven Sims, who goes the distance, 77 yards. The game is tied at 10. The Niners aren't done yet. How about they try to take a lead for the first time today? Over the middle is Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard catch. And the Niners have their first lead of the game. It's 13-10. And for the game, Jonathan Taylor is stoked by Nick Bosa. They kick a field goal. Niners win it 16-10. And on to the rest of the scores. The Broncos take down the Browns 28-21 on Thursday Night Football. On the Sunday slate of games, the Cardinals blew out the Giants. The Patriots beat the Jets. The Packers blew out the football team. The Dolphins beat the Falcons. The Bengals take down the Ravens. The Rams beat the Lions. The Raiders beat the Eagles. The Buccaneers edge out the Bears. And on Monday Night Football, the Saints beat the Seahawks 31-21. On to standings, the Browns and Bengals tied at 4-3 in the North. South is still dominated by Jacksonville. In the East, Patriots take a clear lead at 5-2. And in the West, it's tied again. with 5-2 between the Chiefs and Raiders. In the NFC, Packers pulling away at 7-0. Panthers still at 6-1. Cows at 4-2 in the West. Seahawks finally lose their first game at 6-1. For Players of the Week, Davis Mills, a 153.8 passer rating, 279-3 in the win at Arizona. And in the NFC, Aaron Rodgers, 226 and 5 touchdowns in the blowout against the football team. For defense, Malik Harrison of the Ravens in the loss against Cincinnati, 8 tackles and a pick. And in the NFC, Eric Wilson for the Eagles, 12 tackles, 2 for a loss, a sack, and a pass deflection in the loss at Vegas. For leaders, Davis Mills with 2,000 passing yards, first quarterback to do it, and 20 touchdowns. Daniel Jones up to 11 picks. For rushing, Derrick Henry retakes the lead at 826 yards. Chris Carson tied with McCaffrey for 10 touchdowns, and Henry still with an absurd 55 tackles. Receiving, Brandon Cooks with 674 and 7 touchdowns. The 7 touchdowns now tied with Calvin Ridley. And now Derrick Henry takes the lead with 209 after the catch. Chris Conley has been lacking in the last few weeks. Wrapping things up with defense, Benardrick McKinney with 68 tackles. Eric Wilson enters the top 5 with 62. Von Miller up to 14 sacks, dominating the competition. And Bryce Callahan pulls away with 4 interceptions. Week 8 NFL action kicks off with Thursday Night Football between the Packers and Cardinals. The Sunday slate of games kicks off with Bengals, Jets, Titans, Colts. We play the Rams, Steelers, Browns, Eagles, Lions, Niners, Bears, Panthers, Falcons, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots, Chargers, Jaguars, Seahawks, football team Broncos, Bucks, Saints, and on Sunday Night Football, Cowboys, Vikings, and on Monday night, Chiefs, Giants, Raiders, and Ravens are on the have a bye. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. And I will see you next time when we face the Los Angeles Rams.